I'm Taciana.
And I'm Omozoyã.
And this is
Lifestyles. Today we're going to be talking about sewings.
Versus wigs.
We're going to be talking about the pros and the cons on both aspects.
So that way y'all can get equal knowledge of both.
Okay guys, these are the pros about sewings. So, me personally, I love sewings. There's currently like a wave going on about wigs right now, and I really just feel more comfortable with sewings. Like, it's braided down, my hair still flourishes the same. Some people have a problem with sewings, like if it's on too tight, their edges or their hair even starts to pull out. But me personally, I've never had that problem. Like, my hair is still intact and all that. I just like my hair to be sewed down. I wake up, just brush my hair, and go out, just tie it up, sleep, go out. Like, it's just very low maintenance and just fine to me. Also, I feel like, me personally, I buy my bundles once every year and then every 6 months. So I always take good care of my hair. Each time I take it out, I'll wash and very deep condition it. While my sewing is still in, I even co-wash my hair. So I don't always spend too much money. The only time I ever spend money is just to have it installed. And the max that I keep my sewing in is for 1.5 months, 2 at the max, but I try my best not to go up to 2. So that's why I really like it. Plus, I switch it up every time. Like, I'm always rocking a middle part, side part. It's very versatile to me. All depends on what type of sewing that you get. You can have a 2-part sewing, a vixen sewing, or a full sewing.
So, the pros about a wig. With the wig, you can take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on. I'm natural as well, so for me, wigs are just better because my hair has to require 24-hour attention. Like, there's not a day I'm not doing nothing to my natural hair under this wig. If I don't, my hair will break off. My hair will just blow away. Because I have natural, kinky, dry hair. Like, sister hair. Do you feel me? So, I have to always keep up with my hair. And for me, wigs is the best way to do that. Because when I was wearing sew-ins, I couldn't get down to every single root of my hair because most of it was braided down. And under a wig, you can have it braided down, you can have it twisted, but at the end of the day, you can take that wig off and you can unbraid those braids and you can actually get into your problem areas. So that's why I love wigs. And another reason why I love wigs is they're versatile. Like, this is a 360 lace closure, and I could pull it up, I could part it down the middle, I can do all that jazz. It's just like a full head of hair. So I can flip this over, I could make it a middle part, all of that. And also, there's different wigs. Like, today I might rock this bad boy, but tomorrow I may have another wig on. It's just as dramatic as I am, and you could just switch it up.
Also, another thing that I also want to put in is that I've worn this hair in a count of 4 times, and this is going to be the last time I'm wearing this, and I cut it. So if you know how to like really take care of your bundles and know how to really maintain it, also it all depends on the type of quality of bundles you have, so you can be very versatile with it. I have dyed this hair a count of 4 times already. So just also be aware of what type of hair you're buying, so it can all, look good, because we are beauties and we gotta look up to par.
And the same thing goes for wigs too, you guys. Like, you have to do your research on the wigs you're buying because you will get finessed out here. Like, you will end up thinking you're buying like human hair and it's synthetic mixed with human. Trust me, that's happened. So my last pro on wigs, you guys, is you save money. I'm a college student, so I know the struggle. Well, we're both college students, so we know the struggle of saving money. And this wig was either $130 or $160. I'll leave the link below to let you guys see the prices and the website. And yeah, like, I spent between $130 and $160 on this hair. So that's about it. I didn't have to pay nobody to put it in. I didn't have to pay for installment or customization. Like, if you look it up on YouTube, you'll see like how to install your lace wigs. Everything will be inexpensive. Like you'll learn how to put it in yourself. Like I have no hair out right now. Like this is all wig mode. So your hair is completely covered up and you just did it yourself. You just saved yourself at least $100 or even more than that. I know people that pay like $200 to get their wigs installed. So you learn how to put it in yourself. You're basically saving your money. You're helping yourself out. Like, help yourself out, girl. Like, look it up on YouTube. That's what I do.
Alright guys, we're going to move on to the cons about sew-ins and wigs. So the cons about sew-ins is you cannot have your sew-in for too long. No, so no. Your hair will start to stink and your hair will also start to mat up. So I've had to personally learn not to keep your sewing for too long. The max I held it in my head was for 3 months. And in the middle of my hair was just natted all up to the point where I had to cut pieces, like a bit of my hair. Like, not too much, just a bit. That's not good. Like, you don't want to be cutting out your natural hair. Also, it can stink. If you do not maintain it, wash your hair, co-wash, your inside of your hair will smell. And sometimes it can mold up. That's not personally has happened to me.
I've seen it.
But yeah, we've both seen it. And you don't want that to happen.
That's nasty.
It's disgusting. So you need to be able to take it out when it's needed. 1 month, 1.5 months, 1 month, depending on the type of person you are, but not up to like any longer. Also, wash, and co-wash your hair. Don't want no stench, no nothing, walking by somebody like, ooh, what's that?
She stank, right?
It's actually your head. So those are the cons about sew-ins.
Now the cons for wigs, I wouldn't necessarily call them cons. It's just like a must, like you have to or you will look a mess. You have to keep your wigs stored up. You have to have them either on a wig head or in a container or in the bag they came in. If you don't, they will mat up. Like, you cannot just leave your wigs laying on the end of your bed, laying on a dresser. I mean, I guess you could hang them up if that's what you want to do, but I prefer having mine sit on a wig head so that way it's just like up or in the container that they came in or the packaging that they came in. If not, they will tangle, they will mat up. You will look a hot mess, and I'm telling you this from experience. Luckily, the first wig that I bought is 100% like I do recommend, because I was just throwing it at the end of my bed. I didn't know any better, and it tangled up. But when I washed it, I could comb it out. The conditioner, I had to deep condition it and comb it out. It really didn't get that much shedding, but who wants to put in all that work? If you just do what you're supposed to do, keep the wig contained, keep it upright, you don't have any problems with tangling unless you just got a bad wig, girl. Another thing about wigs is you have to learn how to cut the lace, learn how to get the wig looking good for your head. Plucking, yes, plucking, thinning the wig out if you have to in the front, like all of that. You must learn how to do it or the wig will look wiggy. If you don't care about looking wiggy, fine. But I know for me personally, I like a more natural looking look, like a fresh sew-in. Like it looks like a sew-in or it looks like your head of hair. That's the goal. Who cares if people know you have weave in your head, but you don't want it to be so obvious that they just like, ugh, she got a wig on, or you know the stereotypes about wigs, you guys. So that's another thing. And you have to wash the wig. Just because you take it off doesn't mean, oh, it's good. Like, no. You have to wash the wig just like you have to wash your sew-in. So with wigs, you're really taking care of your hair and the hair that you bought. If you do not wash them, they will smell bad. Just like a sew-in will smell bad. And just because you take it off, again, I reiterate the importance of this. Just because you take a wig off doesn't mean that it's clean. Like, you're done with it. No, like, really, when I get done with my trial, I usually go like a week to 2 weeks with wearing the same wig. I wash it as soon as I take it off. Like, I mean, I take it off like every day, but like when I'm done wearing it for that 2 week period, I wash it. I make sure it's good. I make sure she's clean. She's smelling good. Her curls are popping. Her waves are popping.
One more thing is, know what type of hair that you're buying.
No, that's for both.
Like, honestly, people will, like, put chemicals, add these stuff onto the hair, and it will irritate your hair.
It will irritate your scalp.
Yes.
Your face.
Everything. And it's not comfortable. You itching. Like what's going on here? Like, pesticides, all of that. Like, do your research. Wash your hair when you just get your hair to get off all that factory smell, all that. Just, like, all that.
So, thank you, my beauties, for watching our first YouTube video.
Thank you so much. Catch y'all next time, beauties.
Bye.